It is a state of emergency in Lanford, Illinois tonight. We are talking FEMA relief, illegal employment, and a bunch of other exciting topics in the Roseanne finale. Tune in as we cover knee deep right here on AfterBuzz TV.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Woo! This is it, guys. It is the Roseanne finale. Can you believe it, Michael? We're here. We've made it.
It's too soon.
Way too soon. We are here, getting ready to talk episode 9, the Roseanne finale here on AfterBuzz TV. I am your host, Blake V. I'm super excited to be here with you guys. Welcome. Thank you for checking us out. Thank you for joining us. I have my fabulous co-host here, Michael Shirley. How are you?
Guys, I'm missing Jen tonight.
We are all missing
Feeling
Jen.
lonely.
Jen was called back to her hometown in Chicago, so she's not going to be with us in person tonight, but she's going to be joining us a little later for some commentary,
It's the
some
perfect
thoughts.
place to be, Chicago, for a Roseanne finale.
You know, she's just experiencing the finale like really, really hard, true to the roots, you know? It's great. We need like a little man on the street from her or something, you know, like live from the streets of Lanford. No. I hope everyone's doing great. So we have conflicting emotions here. It's bittersweet because we obviously, as huge fans of Roseanne, are sad to see this season done, but you know, excited for more to come. We've got some exciting news at the end of our after show here, but we know that there's more Roseanne to come. This isn't the end.
No.
And once again, this finale covered a lot of heavy-hitting topics.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah,
just like
it
we
did.
thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like this finale was a little, like it didn't feel like a finale to me. What did you think?
I don't know. The way that the end was kind of did with the little nod to Halloween. 'Cause
Right.
They knew we were all wanting like some holiday magic from them. But I mean, it wasn't a big cliffhanger, but Roseanne finales aren't always cliffhangers.
Right.
Which makes sense for a sitcom. But they did give us a little bit to look forward to. I assume we're going to see Roseanne post-surgery.
Yeah.
And maybe a whole new garage. I don't know.
Yeah,
But,
I think a lot's going to be new. If Dan has anything to do with it.
That was really hard for me to watch. Dan and the flood. Oh, that was just
So let's jump right into the flood. I mean, that was kind of the biggest storyline of this episode. Each episode is really introducing these kind of major storylines, and we haven't had a lot of like revisiting the stories that are brought up in each episode, so probably they're leaving a lot of that for the following season. But once again, bringing up another issue, a storm hit Lanford, ruining the entire city essentially, the president declaring it a state of emergency, and even just in Dan and Roseanne's house, just completely flooded.
a pool.
A pool. After 40 years, they finally have a pool. Any way you can get it, right?
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, and just basement obliterated, you know? And we see this really, really heart-wrenching scene of Dan in the flooded basement.
Yeah.
Just losing his ish.
Yeah.
It was heartbreaking.
I thought it was interesting. I think this is the first episode of Roseanne I really noticed. You could hear really faintly in the background the rain the entire episode.
Yes.
Which I thought was like even in the house when
Yes,
people were talking.
like never
you could
before.
hear it. Yeah, it was really so. Yeah, they've never really embraced the weather like that, but it was just so rough seeing Dan have that moment. But it was so real. It was so humanizing. For like a sitcom, sometimes things seem, you know, like, oh, so happy-go-lucky. But that was really a big thing. And as they always say, you know, when it rains, it pours. And it just kind of felt like with Roseanne's knee, with his business, you know, and what was going on with Chuck and...
Yeah, no, it's true.
Then,
And even in just the dynamic between Dan and Roseanne, I feel like also we're sort of seeing this like really softer, more loving side of Roseanne in terms of her relationship with Dan because, you know, historically she's always calling the shots and telling him what to do and bossing him around essentially and like really like throwing her weight around.
Well, she mentioned that
She made like a joke to it, referencing sort of the Dan and Roseanne of the past.
How their marriage was built.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it's like now she's very quick to say like, no, I don't want to go on without you and live without you. You've been taking care of me forever. You've been helping me forever. And it's like she's now really honest about that and like paying her respects to the situation, you know, actually being grateful for Dan being like so sweet and helpful.
Yeah, we
all of her life.
We know how much Roseanne loves Dan.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's not shy about telling him she loves him, but we've never really had her
admit her
so deep.
Exactly. And like admit her weaknesses kind of in that way, how much she depends on him. She depends on him so much.
And because you know, this is making her think about her own death, you know, what if something happened during her surgery?
Right.
So yeah, we're getting to see a deeper side of Roseanne in our finale.
Truly. And so we've heard about this knee situation for at least a couple episodes. Predominantly in the most recent episode where she was sort of outed as having the opioid kind of crisis that's going on right now. But in this state of emergency situation, it's very interesting. They've not been shy about talking about politics. And here is another influx of political talk where, because of the state of emergency, all the residents are now receiving FEMA aid, which is interesting because, you know, I think that a lot of maybe critics of the fact that they talk about so many politics in this show would say, you know, Roseanne is a Trump supporter. She has this very like staunch kind of way where she has been making fun of Jackie for wanting like universal health care and, you know, being a nasty woman and supporting the whole like Democratic side of things, right? But here it is in a situation where Roseanne is like taking in that FEMA aid, no problem, and using it for her own healthcare crisis of not being able to afford her knee surgery, right? So anyway, so it's an interesting dynamic. It's interesting the way they've sort of laid out this storyline. And bottom line is she gets the knee surgery now. What do you think?
I think that they did that line Darlene had about, oh, well, the president spelled Illinois wrong. It still counts, right? I think that Roseanne is very aware of the fact that though she supports him, she probably realizes he's a little extreme and kind of silly and you can laugh at him a little bit. And I think it's important for her to put that type of thing in the show because, you know, it really shows anyone can watch that show because
it's all sides.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious Darlene's not a Trump supporter. So, I mean, you've got just different dynamics in the family and I think that's healthy to see that on, you know, like a really popular American sitcom to see how both sides can coexist and still love each other. But I feel like in society, since the election, things have gotten a little better. I mean, I'm sure there are still people that like aren't talking to members of their family.
Yeah,
but,
I'm sure as well.
I feel like things have gotten a little better.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I think I totally agree. It's important to have all sides. If you're going to go down the political rabbit hole, like it's important to have all sides, and they do. At least they're trying to. Another kind of angle to this whole political situation is that it takes us to Dan's livelihood of being the drywall master of the universe. And basically we've talked about this a few times before too. He has been struggling with the fact of keeping his union workers employed, you know, with the temptation of hiring non-union illegal workers. And that's a big topic that they've brought up before. So now in this particular scenario, Dan makes a decision to not hire his friends and his union workers and go with essentially illegal manpower and illegal work. So this is another huge topic, which they're sort of just like touching on all these things, but these are like major American, you know, topics right now.
In the chat, Meryl Ortega says, the one thing I learned about the show, just because you're a Trump supporter doesn't mean you're awful. I think you may not agree on what Trump does or say most or says most half the time, but who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's true. You know, whatever you believe, whoever you like, whoever you don't like, they're at least showing all angles of it. So that's good. And just covering topics like this is something that a lot of sitcoms shy away from, you know? So it's just more fuel to the fire of Roseanne, like thinking outside the box and really making like this family sitcom speak way bigger volumes, you know, than it would.
And speaking of like family, we got to see the kids a lot more in this episode. We got to see DJ, like, I felt like he was being normal. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like he was being really weird all season.
Yeah.
I mean, he had, I guess, like PTSD.
Yeah.
So you can't like fault the character on being a little off.
Right.
But it was nice to see him like
I loved it.
hanging out with everyone. It was very I don't know, I kind of felt like the gang was like fully in full swing.
Right.
Yeah. And as I was telling you, like right when it happened, how Mark was wearing that purple puffer jacket that reminded me so much of the one Roseanne used to wear. It was like a little version. That really just pulled at my heart a little bit.
I know, for sure. That was, and as soon as you said it, like that was super poignant and really sweet. Well, and it ties in the fact that this flood, you know, hit at this moment where they were down in the basement looking at old stuff, going through old boxes, finding
Oh my God.
Bev's creepy old
The
Kestner
or whatever. I guess it's real. Yeah, I'm sure it probably is a real thing. That was probably my favorite part of the episode. Definitely.
Hilarious.
That whole talk that they were having. And then when she pulls out the diary, I was like, I can't.
Michael's like, that's definitely something Bev would do. Like 100% she would do that. How, and you know what? There's lots of people like this in the world. Love their dolls. Dolls are a family member. What did the guy say? The appraiser was like, "This is not a doll. This is a family member."
He was like, it looks like it's been cared by someone that didn't have like a child of their own.
Right? Oh, Bev.
I really, really liked that.
I know. I wish we would have seen Bev in tonight's episode. It was sort of like the tying up of a lot of loose ends and like memories and things. It would have been nice to see Bev, even for a second.
Oh,
you know,
she must be too expensive.
Maybe something.
She is the oldest member of the cast.
She is.
And Nana Mary, we got a little tip of the hat, literally, to her tonight.
Literally, a little tease.
What did it say on her hat? Like, I'm medicated for your protection.
Yeah, exactly. Which Nana Mary would so wear, and it was fantastic. How good was Shelley Winters as Nana Mary? Like that was just like a fabulous addition to the whole Roseanne dynamic.
I always thought it was funny because she's so much like Roseanne.
Yeah.
And like Bev is like kind of the odd one out.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, Jackie's definitely a strange one, but Bev is probably the one that's least like them.
Yeah. No, it's true. But it's interesting the way they write the dynamic, you know, because it's like Bev was this sort of 1940s, 1950s housewife, cookie cutter, stereotypical,
jazz singer,
whatever
wannabe.
yeah, like in her wildest dreams, right?
Yeah.
But then she had this like bohemian, like nomad mother, and you know they've addressed this in previous episodes too, where
she was like embarrassed of her mother.
Exactly,
for sure, yeah.
and that was her way of rebelling, was becoming this like uptight housewife type. So you know it's interesting the way they write it, and I think probably very common for a lot of women, like becoming like young mothers and stay-at-home moms in the whole like suburban, you know, 1950s
Baby
America.
boomer,
Yeah.
you know,
Baby boomer age, 100%. So really quick, if you're enjoying Roseanne and you're enjoying our after show, we would love for you guys to take it to iTunes. You're probably already there listening to podcasts anyways, checking out AfterBuzz, checking out our after show, Roseanne, the after show, and basically just giving us any reviews, any comments, what you like, what you don't like. We hope it's what you like, and giving us all 5 stars. Only 4 don't work, so we want all 5 stars and any bit of just love and comments that you guys have. We love all the feedback. AfterBuzz runs on listener and audience feedback. Yep, we love your feedback and comments and love and everything. So please jump on over to iTunes. Be sure to hit us up with all your love and stars and comments. We would appreciate it so much, and you continue to get all this great content from AfterBuzz TV. Speaking of great content that we've been excited about all season is the fact that we got a tease to Halloween.
We did. They're pretty excited about it in the chat too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Finally, right? We've only been talking about it every single after show, but going into the basement, looking in all those old boxes gave them excuse to find all the Halloween stuff. And that's how we found like DJ's magic stuff. And Roseanne used the little creature that Darlene famously used from the one episode coming out of her shirt. It was great. I loved it.
Joseph Boza said that by the time they had gotten there in the series, they must have known that they'd gotten picked up again to do a Halloween tease. And I agree. I feel like that last episode, it wasn't made to be a series finale.
Right.
So they already, they've totally
Because it
setting it up.
It really did not feel like a finale.
It really felt
To
like
me, it
a
did
mid-season
not.
finale,
Yes.
like come back in a couple months. But I think Roseanne's coming back in
The fall.
Yeah, that's not like really far away.
No. You're right. I mean, it felt to me like a mid-series finale. It did not feel like a full scenario.
I keep saying I wish we would get another 9 and they would tack it on and call that season 10 as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know why they want to do this short season. It's so strange to me. I just don't get it, but maybe there's something bigger, TV-wise that I don't understand.
Yeah.
But talking about TV pros, want to have fun, learn and grow in all areas of your life. For those of you who do, we have the podcast for you. Conversations with Maria Menounos podcast edition
Yay!
is hosted by our AfterBuzz TV founder and drops every Friday on iTunes. Conversations with Maria Menounos features celebrity and influencer interviews along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of your life, from health and wellness to career, relationships, finances, and more. Let our Maria be the big sister you've always wanted. Just go to iTunes and subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos for free, and be sure and comment. And when you do, let Maria know that it was Blake and Michael Shirley that sent you there. Conversations with Maria Menounos podcast edition. Check it out, you guys.
That's right. That's right. Give all your AfterBuzz love through iTunes. That's what we need. That's what we need tonight.
Yes.
What were some other things that we loved? Okay, we loved that Darlene is back in the casino with the
I just
outfit.
love seeing her in that outfit. Yeah, I think that's definitely. Oh, I think it tops the Rod Bell's outfit.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, and that was such an because of the little like tiara thing that they had to wear. That's got to be one of the most embarrassing things.
Maid tiara.
You're like at a stoplight driving to work, and you're just like, But
absolutely.
She's got her little feather.
Right.
Now she's got her
and those
push-up
boobs.
bra.
Oh my God. Hey, Darlene. We just want her in the outfit the whole time. The Riverboat Casino. I like how they did the little exterior shot. Did you catch that?
I did, yeah.
The riverboat.
I like how they are very simple. Those settings shots that they do. It's like just a picture that they're kind of like Ken Burnsing on.
Right.
It's really nice that they like didn't feel like they had to make the show more modern, I guess. To fit with, like the kind of things we see, like Blackish, Modern Family, like staying to the roots. And you know how much I love when Roseanne and Jackie go out into the world together, which was really, really, really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole doll shop was just a great scene.
So random, like arguably pointless to the whole scenario, but entertaining nonetheless.
I do want to know why the doll's head's on a different body. I want to know if Bev got ripped off.
Add it to the list of continuing storylines we want for season 11.
Or if she lied,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if she lied, Jackie would
take that and run with it.
Yeah, for at least a month be mad about it.
Right. Well, we were left so empty with Bev. Like I want more Bev updates.
We all want more Bev.
Right? And Christopher Lloyd updates because he was wonderful in that cameo. Speaking of
weird.
I was there for it.
I'm fine with it, but it was just like
It was very random.
Yeah.
But they like tossing in these interesting cameos. I mean, each episode has had like an interesting cameo. We had comedian Doug Stanhope tonight at the casino interacting with Darlene. So that was interesting. Like, they're probably friends.
Yeah, they always do stuff like that. I really loved when they had a Sharon Stone on there. That was
that will forever
such
be
a great, when Roseanne
classic
threatens
moment.
to fight her dog.
Right.
I loved that.
The welcome wagon. welcome. Yeah, and just, you know, loving bringing in their continued friendships like that, I think is going to be a consistent thing, obviously, going forward forever, because that's just so true to Roseanne. But Chuck and Anne Marie are their like decade-long friends, and Chuck is the best friend of Dan that gets totally blindsided by this whole situation of him not being like re-upped in, you know, the contract of this drywall job. And it's just cute though, because like, you know, they've been friends forever. Chuck brings over donuts. Like, Roseanne's talking about Anne Marie and them being old lady lesbians when they get old and their husbands die, you know, going on bus trips together. Like, that is so adorable to me. And I love that. These long time friendships that they are bringing back, because they didn't necessarily have to, but they did. And I love it.
I was surprised that, like, we got so much, like 3 big problems this episode.
Yes.
I was surprised they were able to wrap it up so
I know.
quickly. I mean, obviously that's just good writing, but I would have expected this to go on for maybe like 3 or 4 episodes.
That's
like, kinda all of this.
exactly.
But it was awful nice and tidy how they wrapped it up.
I know. But to me, like I totally agree with that. But I also feel like it's sort of a problem for me. Like, I didn't really feel like this was a finale. It was too many big topics all at once. I feel like
it seemed like it should be to be continued.
Yes.
And then they find out, oh, there's FEMA relief. Like, for that to come literally like after the commercial break was a little bit
so
like,
fast.
well, the stakes weren't very high here.
No,
so
no,
when you're
exactly.
thinking like for a good 15 minutes, like, what are they gonna do? Like, they've got nothing.
Yeah. Well,
But,
and the
yeah.
fact that she's getting the surgery already and they're doing the feast and everything because she's like obviously going in tomorrow, you know, she can't eat past 8 p.m. It's like, when did they even receive the money? I felt like this was in the span of like 24 hours. And like, that does not happen.
Well, they might not
That way.
have received the money, but they might have felt confident enough in booking a surgery. But then again, you know, Chuck's gone on vacation. So yeah, we have really no idea how much time passed in between that commercial break.
Right. 6 months.
I know, right?
The longest time. Yeah, interesting. But regardless, between all of those little timeline loops, it is what it is. It was a nice, tidy story,
Yeah.
as Michael said.
Yeah,
And,
they tied it up. They tied everything up.
They did. They did. So let's jump into a little news, maybe. We have just a few little bits of cool info to hit you with.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm pulling up. I've got some notes here. So first of all, Roseanne, of course, as we know, has been renewed for another season. Season 11 is going to drop this
2
fall.
seasons wasn't it renewed for?
It is. It is 2 seasons, and really they have details for the next season, just a few details, season 11. And then I think, you know, the subsequent season after that is to be determined. But basically, there were some interesting updates.
Should be 13 episodes, I believe, this
Yes,
time.
a longer extended run. ABC Entertainment president Channing Dungey this week actually came on to say that, oh no, season 11 is going to shy away from some of the political topics, and no. One of the head writers, Bruce Helford, was there saying, nope, it's still going to stay strong, the political storyline. So if you had any hopes or concerns that that was going to be gone, no, it's going to be there and strong. Also, there are the storylines are already being written to bring back the Middle Eastern couple that had moved in as neighbors next door.
Good.
Samir and Fatima.
Whitney Cummings has left the show because she's too busy, but
Too busy.
know.
Okay, Whitney. Okay. But fair enough. Okay, there's some mix-ups, there's some shake-ups, and you know, it's I feel like this show is coming back where it's getting its footing anyways. You know, this whole season, as cool as it was for us being nostalgic, it's still like it's getting its footing. And I'm sure they're kind of just like tying up all the loose ends with just whatever the storyline's going to be, whoever their writing team is, just all that stuff, you know? So I get it. That makes sense.
And we also got a great tweet from Roseanne this week, who's not been tweeting like a ton. But yeah, she said the next Halloween episode in season 11 is going to be the best one, most killer. I don't know if that was like a little, I don't know.
A little premonition.
I don't know.
The best one ever. Okay, we can't wait. We had our little tease tonight, thank God, because we've been waiting for it, and we're ready for that episode in season 11. Yes. Okay, so let's jump into some predictions. I think we might have Jen on the line. Fabulous.
Ooh.
Okay, so our girl Jen's gonna join us right now. We're getting her on the line.
Your AfterBuzz TV.
Okay, while we're waiting for her to come on the line. You know, I feel like every week we go all across the board because it's really like how do we top it? How do we go from the topics that they give us in each episode to more?
6, 5, 5, 7.
We'll get her. We go all over the place, but I mean, really, with them opening up these topics that they did in this finale, I mean, these are brand new, strange topics, and we're gonna have to have follow up. So for sure, we're seeing more Roseanne surgery. For sure, we're seeing more of the non-union work follow through, the whole, you know, situation with Chuck and that. I don't know. What do you think, Michael?
Well, I know in the chat they're wanting to see Jerry and Andy, so that would be nice.
Oh my God, yes.
I feel like that would be possible next season for sure. For me, I want to see Becky dating. I really want to see
We all
Becky
still want that.
dating.
Yes.
I want to see Mark over these few seasons like explore his sexuality. I think it's like maybe a little too soon for that, but they definitely have the door open for that, and I think that's really important.
Yeah.
And I also want to see Harris like be our bad girl.
Yeah. She already gives those vibes. I feel like that's going to be a very easy direction for her to go in.
And I think the big thing, I think Darlene might have success with this book she's working on. And I think it might bother Roseanne.
Living out her dreams of being a writer just like Roseanne wanted. Ooh, that's a very poignant one. That makes a lot of sense. And then also, I think that Johnny Galecki, David, is going to have a little more flexibility. I think they're trying.
I have no idea. I know Chuck Lorre hates Roseanne. So.
Well, who cares? Chuck, get out of here.
Hey, is this Steve?
Hooray.
I think we have a special.
Oh, Blake!
Sister! You made
Oh,
it.
my Roseanne people!
Hello, love. How's Chicago?
Oh, Chicago is wonderful. I love that I'm able to speak to you guys on the phone.
Is it raining?
Hold on. Oh, baby, it is so fucking cold. But guess what? I only brought, like, Florida type clothes, so my ass is in crop tops and short shorts, and everyone's looking at me like I'm crazy. So I'm going to go outside real quick because I've been on a bender, baby. I've been drinking, and let me get out of here. Hold up.
Jen's living it up.
Let me get out of here.
Ready to talk about what we need to talk about. All right, Jen.
We're live on air, Jen.
Okay. Are we going to talk right now?
Yeah.
We're going to talk. So Michael and I are talking about predictions. We're talking about how this finale ended, and we're talking about what we're going to see in season 11. So what are your final thoughts, Jen? This is the finale. This is the end. What are you hoping to see next season?
I am so excited for this finale, and I'm so disappointed in myself that not only am I not there, but I have not seen it. But here's the thing. I am so ready to talk Roseanne because I've been watching everything that's going to happen in the near future that things are going to go down very, very soon. I don't think this is the last of Roseanne we're going to see. So I'm excited. I'm ready. When are we filming?
So season 11 is going to drop this fall. We don't have an exact date yet, but Michael and I are feeling that like this is really going to be an extension of our season 10 because this finale really felt like a mid-season finale. It didn't feel like a very final ending, you know? So we think it's going to be a good continuation.
What do you want to see next season, Jen?
Halloween episode?
Wait, am I being recorded?
Yes.
You're live on air,
Am I on
babe.
right now? This is happening?
Yes, you are.
I love the chat. I love Roseanne. Hey, guys. Okay, let's chat. Okay, what do I want to see next season?
Yeah.
What I want to see
They
is that
teased our Halloween episode that we've been so excited about.
Yeah.
So we're going to get that.
I have been stalking Roseanne on Instagram. Now, Roseanne has been very clear on what she's going to do. And she is so ready to give us that Halloween episode that we are ready for.
Yes.
So, what I am ready for in the next season is Halloween episodes, Thanksgiving episodes. I'm ready for fucking drama. I am ready for it because, honestly, I think that she has been building us up and building us to be ready for what's happening in the next season. Because this is like what she's been doing is bringing all the characters together. And honest to God, I feel that she also wants to bring people in that aren't well aware of who Roseanne is.
Yeah.
And she's bringing people in that are in a new
era, a new fan
I guess
base.
generation.
Yes.
They're loving
bringing
you in the
in a new
chat,
generation.
Jen.
And she wants people to know what's happening. Okay, so what's going on right now is that this is the basis. This is her, Roseanne, bringing in the core base drama that Roseanne is known for. But when we come into the second season, she's going to bring in the normal things that we're ready for, which means Halloween episodes, Thanksgiving episodes. We're ready for it. So I am so excited to see
I agree,
that. And
yeah.
right now
And I agree with that,
I'm
Jen.
sorry,
It's
Blake,
like
what was that?
it's like so the first 9 episodes that we got here in season 10, they came out of the gate with the writing of really tough topics every single episode. We've just been getting, more
Yeah.
and more heavy topics. But
Yeah.
continuing with
Yeah.
season 11, I think it's going to lighten up a little bit. It's going to be more of the good stuff that we want. Exactly what you're saying, Jen. I totally agree with that.
Yes. And I think Roseanne is the best with that she can balance the comedy mixed with the fun. That's why we love Roseanne. We love that she can bring in the, very, very serious topics that's happening in today because we are dealing with so many issues. But we love Roseanne because she can deal with these issues, but in such a lighthearted way. And she brings it home where we can all understand, no matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat, it doesn't matter. She will bring it all together. And I think that she will bring that through in the show and continually bring that through the next episodes and the next season. And I love reading her Twitter because I feel that she will bring everything that she says. She's a woman of her word. And
Yes,
Roseanne
she
is
is.
someone that will bring everything that she says that she will bring to the table.
Fabulous, girl. Well, I love it. I think we're all caught up on Jen's opinions.
They
What do you think,
loved
Michael?
it. Oh my gosh, I'm missing Jen. I wish you were here.
I
But thank you
know.
so much for taking.
Michael and Blake, I love you so much, and I'm so sorry that I have to be in Chicago right now. And I'm really close to Roseanne. I'm very close to Atlanta.
Yeah,
You are so
I'm
close.
so close. Yeah, I grew up in Chicago, born and raised, and honest to God, listening to Roseanne and what she says, and even the new episodes versus the old episodes, I swear I will still listen to her old episodes as I'm getting ready, and it feels like I'm in the new episodes. It's so funny because I listen to the words she says, and it's seriously so close to home.
It's a seamless transition
Old
for
episodes from
Jen.
8. Yeah.
Old episodes.
And they want to know in the
to new.
chat what part of Chicago are you from?
I am from the south side of Chicago,
South
like
side.
near Oak Lawn, Beverly. Jenny McCarthy grew up in. I went to the same high school as she did. John C. Riley.
Ooh.
Very
Okay.
down home, south side. We listen to what people have to say, and we take it to heart, and we love to, just be very, 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 like homebody. I feel that Roseanne knows what it is to be. No, like Roseanne knows how to be a homebody, but at the same time, she's like, I want to communicate to the rest of the country that this is what I need to say, and I love that about Roseanne.
Because she does it in such a down-to-earth way.
Going on.
Yeah, she does it in such a down-to-earth way that it gets through to everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes. Well, we've got our hometown, our roots representative, Jen Leon, is on the streets of Chicago holding it down for us, Roseanne style. Girl,
I will always hold it down for Roseanne.
Yes.
I will 100% always hold it down.
Fabulous.
And I just, I love the show so much, and every single time I watch the show, I feel that it really brings a part of me back home to Chicago.
Yeah.
And she's so just down to earth. And in this episode, I feel that she brings it back down circling. And moving forward in the next season, she will continue to bring that. She will continue to bring all the Chicago people home. Although, most people aren't from Chicago, I get that. But when you are, you're very, very connected to her.
For sure.
That's
you have that Roseanne pride.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, my mother and my grandmother, we really, really always watched Roseanne and felt that she was the only person that had a voice for what the area that we lived in. And I really, really love every single thing that Roseanne says. And this episode is really no match for any other episode. She's really brought it full circle for us, and I love her for that.
Yes. Well, we love you, girl, and we've loved being on this after show with you. We miss you tonight, and we're looking forward to seeing you back here with us for when we recap the next season. Thank you so much for your opinions and your predictions.
Thank you, Blake. I'm so happy to be involved, and I'm so sorry I couldn't be there, but I'm full-heartedly excited for next season, and for this season I'm very, very proud of what Roseanne has done. I feel that she really, really brought it for us.
Yes.
She brought it for the fans.
Absolutely,
it doesn't matter where you're from, or no matter what state you're from, she really, really brought it for us. And next season, she's going to even do it better, because I hear that there's a Halloween episode for us that we are so
Hallelujah.
excited to hear. And
So
girl.
excited.
Oh,
So
girl,
excited.
I'm ready for it.
Jen, tell everyone where they can find you.
I'm Jennifer Leon, and you can find me at Jennifer Leon TV. Anywhere you guys chat with me, no problem. I will love to chat Roseanne with you.
She will.
I'm a big, big, big Roseanne fan, and I'm happy to chat anything about the woman for me. You know what I mean? Like whether it's her personal life or whether it's her.
She'll cover it all. Jen will cover it all. Girl, we love you, and you have a good night, and we will talk to you very soon.
Bye, Jen.
I love you, Blake. I love you, Michael Shirley, and I love that this is, we will move forward, and I'm excited that Roseanne is back.
Woo!
We're ready for
Season 11.
Number 11.
Bye, girl. Have a good night.
All right, you guys have a great night. Love you guys.
Love
it was
you.
a great season.
Yay!
Well, I think Jen just did it.
Jen just did the damn thing. What more can we say, Michael? I think we're
Took the words right out of our mouths.
I think we've just capped that whole experience. I love it. No, I know. I'm bummed. Of course, we love Jen, and we're bummed she couldn't be here with us in person.
Energy.
She brings all the energy. How adorable is she with her hometown pride? I love it.
She's great.
I love
Jen.
it. I mean, I couldn't agree with her more with her enthusiasm. I think we're super stoked for season 11 and can't wait to talk about it more. Can't wait to see all the changes and the new things that that this new season brings. And I don't know, what are your final thoughts, Michael?
Oh, well, you've been such a great lead host this season.
Uh-oh.
I have a little present for
Michael!
you. I got the first 2 seasons of Roseanne for you to binge in bed or standing up or however you like to watch TV. But
Michael, you are the sweetest. Yes. Oh my God, this is the sweetest, cutest moment ever.
I like them on the bike for sure. But no, I mean, Jen kind of summed it up. Just super happy for everything she's given us.
Yes.
Everything she's willing to give. I'm surprised she's even doing this, you know? Like,
right.
I don't know that she really needs it, but we do.
We needed it.
And I'm just happy for anything she'll give us for sure.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, Michael, I love you. This has been so much fun, this after show. You're freaking adorable. This is so cute. I love it. I'm going to watch them as soon as I go home.
Good.
I love it. Awesome. Well, I think that's going to do it for us, guys. The Roseanne finale, season 10 of the reboot, the revival, all that good stuff. We obviously are very excited to continue this conversation with you for season 11. It's going to be back in the fall, so check us out, follow us. Let's keep the conversation going as soon as they drop the date for the next season. We'll want to be right back here chatting with you guys about it, so stay tuned. We'll keep you updated with everything you need to know. I've been your host, Blake V. I love you all so very much. You can follow me on all social media at Blake V Media. And Michael, tell them where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Michael X Shirley, and you can catch my last after show here at AfterBuzz for a little while, Marvel TV Weekly, next Sunday night at 10 p.m. And I'll be on a little hiatus, but you guys will see plenty of me later.
Yes. Fabulous. Everybody have a fantastic night. We will see you here for the next season, season 11. Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.